The main character is a guy who is a millionaire, heir to wealthy parents. Everything about him is basically good. He studied abroad and from childhood he did not need anything. The parents are old. Their son was born late. While they were young, every was engaged in business, trying to get on their feet, so they brought in a son late. One thing does not give the guy peace. The parents insist that he marry the daughter of their good friends. They are rich. Money is a river, factories are steamboats. The guy doesn't want. He wants the freedom to make his own decision in life. On this basis, the main character and the parents have constant conflicts. One day, after another unpleasant conversation, he jumps out of the house and gets into the car and leaves. To come down, he drives around the city, passes a bridge and sees a man standing at the railing. He looks like a homeless man. It is clear from his face and movements that he wants to jump down. The guy does not hesitate for a minute, stops the car and rushes to save him. At the last moment, he grabbed his jacket, pulls out. Like, "What are you?" The man is crying and mumbling something unintelligible. Like, "What should I live?" The guy brings him to his senses and puts him in his car. And the man is not a bum, in the truest sense of the word. He just sank a little, and so there is no smell and the appearance is quite normal. The guy asks, "Why you decided to live life in such a way?" The man complains that his life has gone downhill. He admits that black realtors took away the apartment. His wife died about 20 years ago, and he himself life never complained. The military under the contracts was hot spots, confusion, was wounded several times. He spent several years in captivity, in general a heroic man who just went down. The guy feels sorry for the man. He recalls that his father said that he needed a gardener. She decides to help the man. Take it home at your own risk, settles in the house of servants, gives him new clothes. He tells his parents that he's a new gardener. Those agree, and the man finds shelter, fresh food and drink. The gardener gets used to a normal existence and forgets life on the street. Becomes our boyfriend's friend, although he is good enough for his father. Everything is good. They are friends, they talk. At one fine moment, the guy is still married to the daughter of his father's companion. The guy is against. The gardener understands and even supports him. The man was not even afraid to tell his parents about it, but those quickly laid siege to the gardener. Like, "Who are you and who are we? Know your place." The man shall with his vestment and remained silent. They played a wedding for a guy. The bride is spoiled vixen. At first there is nothing, and then not life, but a living hell. She disappears all the time in nightclubs and restaurants. It was rumored that he was even cheating on our boyfriend. What about her? The daughter of a millionaire herself? Nobody has a decree. Everything is possible. One day, being on the nerves after another family scandal, our guy gets behind the wheel and leaves. Winter, ice. The car skidded. Accident in general. The guy in the hospital. Reanimation. A blood transfusion is required. The group is rare. Parents are shocked, and when the doctor offers to take it to them, they refuse. As it turned out, the son was not their own, but adopted. They were childless, so they took the boy from the shelter. His mother died during childbirth, but the son was not told about it. The gardener, having learned what kind of blood sneeze need, says that he is ready to donate, like he has the same. Everyone does not believe, but after doing the test, they are convinced that this is so. They did a transfusion, saved the guy. The surprised doctor, at his own risk, does several studies. They say that the group is very rare, and says that the gardener is the real father of the guy. The parents turn pale and embraced, but the gardener presses on, and they give up and talk about adopting a boy from a shelter. As it turned out, businessman adopted the boy almost immediately after his mother died of postpartum complications. In part, the poor condition of the mother contributed to the fact that she recently received a funeral for her husband. His helicopter was shot down in the mountains and crashed. All were considered dead, but the man survived, set in captivity. When he escaped, until he got to his own, until he restored the documents, he returned and gave the apartments to others. His was dead. So he began to wonder, to drink. Where is such a thing? And then he realized that he did not want to live and decided to settle accounts with her. And then our guy saved him. In general, having been discharged from the hospital, the main character found a real father and divorced his wife, a millionaire who did not even come to the hospital. Everything is fine. All parents live together. His own father still works as a gardener. He is not ashamed, if only to be closer to his son. He got along with millionaires. Our hero is happy.